Hello, this is a document that I've created for you to help you track your grades and for you to be able to understand exactly what grade you're going to come out with at the end of the first year and then at the end of the second year. You can play with this to your heart's content, and it'll help, hopefully, to keep you on track and know exactly what you're doing without having to ask your teachers all the time. So, when I send you this, I'll share it with you. Please make your own copy and save it onto your college Google Drive or your own laptop, whatever you want. And you'll notice that at the moment that just says your name. If I just press backspace a minute. Okay, so these are all your units along the bottom here. For your first year, you're doing Unit 1. You're doing Unit 2, which is marketing. Finance is Unit 3, and 27 is work experience. So you know that at the moment you've done the P1 and the P2, and you've entered your evidence. When your teachers give you your feedback, you can, if you achieve the criteria, if they say yes, P1 is met, you can put a 2 in there, and what happens when you press enter, it'll go green. If, for example, you've not quite you've submitted on time, and you've not quite met the P2, the pass 2 criteria, and your teacher says you need to edit it and you're going to get a resubmission. So they'll tell you that you've got that and tell you when to redo it. But for example, if you just got a resubmission, then you put 1 and it's yellow, and you can keep a note of the fact that you need to do a resubmission. All right. And then when you've got it, you press 2, it goes green. So once you've done that for all of the criteria, you can see that I've sectioned it out in assignment 1, assignment 2, and assignment 3. And once it's green all the way down, and if you get all of the P criteria, that's a pass, all of the merit criteria, all of the distinction, the D criteria, then you can put a D in the box there. And what that does, and also in this first one, type your name. So if I type your name, all right, I don't want to say type your name below, but anyway, type your name. Okay, so you'll notice it picks it up in the other sheets because I've done a formula to pick it up. So, right, so distinction in that first one, only if you've been able to get all of the pass, all of the merit, and all of the distinction. If, for example, you get all of the pass and you get all of the merit, but not all of the distinction, you'll get a merit overall, okay? And it'll pick, if you put an M in there, it'll pick up. If you've only just got the pass criteria, you put a P in there and it'll pick up that, okay? I'm talking about it will pick up, I'm talking about the overview. All right, I'm just going to delete those. So I've put a D in for Unit 1. I really do recommend that you go for all the criteria because you'll want the points at the end of the 2 years, all right? So Unit 2, Principles of Marketing. Basically, you will get a grade. You'll get given that. You'll know your grade, but there's a special score that goes with your grade that only your teachers will know. So you have to ask them for your UMS score. So you'll need to get your UMS score from your teacher and enter the grade and score here. The overview sheets will automatically update. So if I put, for example, that you get a merit, and let's say you might get, when you can see the scoring down here, this U is obviously 0. NP stands for near pass. A P is a pass, M and D there. So if you get between 9 and 14, you'll get a pass. Between 15 and 23, you'll get a merit. So let's say you get 17, okay? And then for personal and business finance, it's the same thing. You have to get your grade. You'll get your grade on Focus. It'll be updated, but your UMS score won't, I don't believe. So you'll have to ask your teacher again. So let's say you get, let's go aim high. Let's say distinction, and you get 32 points. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Right, okay. And then the final unit, again, you can monitor where you're up to. And then if you put your grade in there, which is hopefully going to be distinction, then you click into your overview. You can see it says type your name because it's picked it up. It's picked up all of the unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, and it's put in your points automatically. And then for the first year, you would get a D overall. If, for example, you wanted to get a D star, that would require you resitting Unit 2. Or Unit 3, you can't get any better than a distinction for Unit 3, but because that's got 32. But whatever your scores are, you might want to resit them. So, say for example, if I just see what you need to get that D star. So if I change that to 20, for example, let's see what happens to your overview. Yeah, you get a D star there, for example. So a higher merit will get you a D star. Okay, so then we go into year 2 units. Unit 5, international business. Let's say you get a D because that's a coursework unit. Unit 6 is an exam. Let's put merit in. Oops. And let's say you get 22 for that. And then Unit 4, my favourite one, it's a coursework one, you get a D. And Unit 8, you get a D. So in second year, you've only got one exam, okay? And then scroll to the right, Year 2 overview. And then Year 2 grade is a D, distinction, star, distinction, D star, D. If you wanted to get if you scroll to the right, it tells you how many points, you're 2 points off getting a distinction, star, which is equivalent to A star, A star. If you really want to go for it, what have we got to improve? The only thing that we could improve is Unit 6. So Unit 6, say if we resit that, if you wanted to, and you've got, let's see, you've got umpire. What happens there? Let's have a look. Yeah, D star, D star. Okay. So, and there's all the iterations, merit, merit, distinction, merit, distinction, distinction. So, all right, so there's all those, it tells you what you could get. Okay. That was all I wanted to explain. If you need any more information, you can ask your teachers or me. And yeah, happy recording. Good luck.